Hi guys, Brianna Nicole here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing to be part of the cool crowd, and then that continued in middle school. For me, I had a mom. Hi mom. She knows. I just want to remind you about that. God is fighting for you. Go read Job. Hi guys, Brianna Nicole here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my testimony, so I'm just going to get right into it because, let's be real, this video might be 30 minutes long. And we don't want a 30-minute long video, so I'm just gonna get into it. So, I was born on July 21st, 1995. Is that how testimonies start? I don't know. So, basically, I did go to church like my whole entire life, ever since I was a baby, but my life with God has not always been the easiest, because if walks with Jesus was the easiest, then everyone would be doing it. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? It's not even the tune of the song. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Yeah, I've been a follower of Jesus my whole life. Like, I've always been to church. I gave my life to Christ about 50,000 different times because, you know, VBS, VBS again, VBS probably 1,000 different times, summer camps, Awanas. Like, I did all of that stuff. Like, I should have the whole Bible memorized, but I don't, okay? No, sorry, I don't. I cannot name 5,000 different verses at one time. I really wish I can, but I don't know all that much. And I'm constantly learning, and it's amazing. But, yeah, my walk with Christ has not always been the easiest. I was bullied in elementary school, but I always had the childlike faith in elementary school. I was like, no, I'm not ugly, I'm beautiful because Christ made me. Which I am. But, you know, it was hard for me to, like, continue that when I got to middle school and I didn't choose the right friends, because I choose friends that were all mean to me because I wanted to be a part of the cool crowd. And then that continued in middle school. Like, all throughout middle school was me picking just the wrong friends because I wanted to look cool. But there were friends that were being rude and being mean and just not being cool, you know? And that was middle school, but that's when I got into color guard and it made me really happy. But then other things also happened in middle school. I discovered sex the first time on a television screen, and I got addicted to watching porn, and just life was not the easiest for me throughout the ends of my middle school years. Fast forward to high school. High school was kind of brutal. I mean, I would say I kind of isolated. I left myself alone in high school. I didn't really want like many friends. I just stayed connected with like color guard. I was like, color guard, my friends from color guard. That's all I need, really. I was secretly watching porn like all of high school, and I was just a hot mess. Towards the end of my sophomore year is when I started starving myself because just all of that bullying and what people said to me and just the outlook on my life, I just felt alone and I felt fat and gross and ugly. So what do? You start starving yourself. And also towards the end of my sophomore year, I started cutting. I just felt really hopeless and really just hating my life, and I just kind of wanted it to end. So what do? You start cutting yourself. So that's kind of the time when I was just like, well, God's not really here for me right now, so I don't want to be here, like, getting to know him or anything. So church, like, my junior and senior year, like, church was just like a thing that I had to do to be good. Bible study at school was just a thing that I had to do to keep up this act where I'm not cutting myself and I'm not starving myself and I'm not depressed and I'm not filled with so many emotions. And that was just something that I had to do, you know? So that was the end of my like high school career, and it was just really, really hard and all the time. High school. And college just got that much worse because I just got that much more stressed out and just so much stuff was happening. Like I felt like I was pressured and so many things. Like you have to know exactly what you want to do after high school. You have to know exactly, and you shouldn't go to community college because community college people are dumb and you're never going to finish college. And you need to go to a four-year college and get everything done right away and then get a job and pay off your student loans right away. And that's what like I was told throughout like my whole junior and senior year, and just the fact that like I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I still have no idea what I want to do with my life. And just like with all of that, like I felt so like I don't even want to be here anymore. And college years, first year of college. The only reason why I would talk to God is for him, like I was begging for him to take me home. I was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, please just take me home. Like, I'm so done with this life. I'm so done. Just take me home right now because I cannot deal with this anymore. But luckily for me, I had a mom. Hi, Mom. She knows absolutely everything before it even happens, and she saw the scars on my wrist, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. It's from my saber from Color Guard. She's smarter than me, and she confronted me about it, and I went to a therapist, and I hated it at first, but I feel like going to a therapist was the best thing for me because I found out so many things about me. Like, I found out that I had anxiety. I found out that I had depression. I found out that I should not be doing anything harmful to myself, and it was just always really helpful for me. So if you are depressed and you do have anxiety, I suggest therapy because it is just such a wonderful thing. Even though you might hate it at first, you will learn to love it. There's a tip for this in this. Yeah, all of that was happening, but I ended up giving my life back to Christ February 13th 2015. Yeah, it was just one night. I was just really just not like, I was just over it kind of. I was just like, I need to stop cutting and I need to stop starving myself and I need to stop doing these harmful things to myself. So I just prayed a really long prayer and I just gave my life back to Christ. It's been a rocky road since then. Last year I went through my very first like breakup, and it was just a really long road because my depression like came back, my anxiety. I feel like I've always had anxiety, but I never knew how to deal with it. Now I know how to deal with it somewhat, but like last year I did not know how to deal with it at all, and I was just going through this really long road and ruining friendships and life and just everything. And I really had to learn that like God has to be my number one. God has to be my number one relationship. God has to be my number one friendship. I have to be in the Word every single day, or else nothing will go right in my life. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it's very hard to walk with Christ sometimes, and you will have to suffer, and my depression and anxiety will come back. All I have to do is deal with it and pray and know that it's good. And I'm 2 years clean from everything right now, and I struggle with a lot of things still, but like I can't think of anything sweeter than just walking with Christ and getting rid of everything else that was in my life. And it's hard, it's a struggle, and it will always be a struggle, but God is so much more beautiful, and He has so much in store for everyone. So I'm going to read you Job 5:17 through 18. Behold, happy is the man whom God corrects. Therefore do not despise the chastening of the Almighty, for He bruises, but He binds up. He wounds, but His hands make whole. And I also want to share with you guys my kind of my life verse. I have two, Colossians 3:3 and John 11:4. So I'm going to share John 11:4 with you. just because I feel like that definitely has a lot to do with what I believe. Definitely just, I don't know, I feel like I read it and I got so excited. So John 11:4, when Jesus heard that, he said, "This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of the God may be glorified through it." So, whatever you're going through right now, just hold on to Christ, because He will use it for good things, and He will bring glory out of it, and you will glorify God through your story and what you have been through. So just keep hope and just hold on to Christ and love people and just keep moving, keep going. Don't end your life. Don't do any of that. Just keep going. You are so loved. So loved. So, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a big thumbs up anyways. And if it inspired you anyway, please share this with a friend. Please subscribe to me. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All those links are below. Go to www.playoninfinity.com. And I will see you guys in the next video. Brianna Nicole out. Bye. I did that wrong. I need to learn how to do that. I should go like, bye. What should I do? Guys, like, help me. Like this, or just